man may ejaculate 40 to 150 million of sperm, which start stream towards the fallopian tube on their mission to fertilize an egg. Fast-swimming sperm can reach the egg half an hour, while other may take days. The sperm can live up 48 to 72 hours. Only few hundred will even come close to the egg because of the many natural barriers that exist in a woman's body. The journey starts during sexual intercourse. About 150 million sperm enters the vagina. Soon other million of them will either flow out of vagina or dying in acidic environment. However, many survive because of the protective elements provided in the fluid surrounding them. They remain tightly closed, but here's the cervix open for a few days, while the human ovulates the sperm and let them to the cervical mucus, which is tend to a more watery consistency for
the empty fallopian tube, while the other half swim toward the tube containing the unfertilized egg. Now, only a few thousand remain inside the fallopian tube. Tiny cilia push the egg toward the uterus.
Push the egg toward the uterus, swimming harder and faster to their destination. Long last, this sperm and the egg, only a few dozen of the engaged 150 million sperm remain.
Get through this layer to reach the outer layer of the egg, the zona pellucida. When sperm reach the zona pellucida, they attach to specialized sperm receptors on the surface, which triggers their acrosomes to release digestive enzymes, enabling the sperm to burrow into the layer. Inside the zona pellucida is a narrow fluid-filled space just outside the egg cell membrane. The first sperm to make contact will fertilize the egg. After a perilous journey and against incredible odds, a single sperm attaches to the egg cell membrane. Within a few minutes their outer membranes fuse and the egg pulls the sperm inside.
This event causes
changes in the egg membrane that prevent other sperm from attaching to it. The fertilized egg starts growing fast, dividing into many cells. It leaves the fallopian tube and enters the uterus 3 to 4 days after fertilization. The cells continue to divide, becoming a hollow ball of cells
that touches the lining of the uterus, usually near the top. This process called implantation is completed by day 9 or 10. For the wall of the blastocyst, one cell thick except in one area, where it is 3 to 4 cells thick. The inner cells and the thickened area develop into embryo. In days, the cells and the egg arrange themselves into groupings. The inner cell mass will become a baby. The outer cells will become the blastocyst, the shed's protective casing in process called hatching.
Hatching and burrows into the lush uterine wall. Around week 5, your developing baby is the size of a sesame seed. The cells that once formed the blastocyst's inner cell mass begin organizing and arranging, giving shape to the young embryo and forming primitive organs. Your baby's brain and spinal cord are visible through his translucent skin. Right around this time, your baby's circulatory system also forms, and his heart begins to beat. Your baby looks more like a tiny tadpole than a human. He's drawing nutrients and oxygen through the newly formed placenta and umbilical cord. By week 9, the embryonic tail is gone. Your baby's looking more human every day. With protruding limbs and fingers, a defined nose, mouth, and eyes, and tiny earlobes. Your new resident is about the size of a grape and weighs a fraction of an ounce. It's hard to believe how rapidly one cell evolves in such a short time into the unmistakable body.
Vaginal childbirth, the stage of labor, lasts about 12 to 19 hours and starts when your baby settles slower into your pelvis. In response, your cervix begins to efface or become thinner and dilate or widen. During this time, you may feel strong regular contractions occurring 5 to 20 minutes and lower back pain and cramping but doesn't go away. You may see brownish or reddish cause the charge of the opening of your cervix falling out. An elongated head shape will resolve itself with a few days as the shell bone shifts back into place. After your baby exits the birth canal, his head and shoulder will rotate to help the shoulder pass the birth canal. Your baby's shoulder will deliver one after the other in order to fit them your pelvis. After your baby is born, his or her umbilical cord will be cut. In stage 3 of labor, which may last 5 to 30 minutes, mild contraction will help push placenta out of the uterus.